All right, so here we have Matthew Cheeley. And before we get into this, his note to us was that he was having issues with his slide foot diving to the right, saying it's causing him some issues with trying to play straighter on the longer patterns where he has to keep his angles in front of him. So there'll be a couple things that we can help out with that. But first things first is I actually like everything about this. I like this push away. I like the cadence of everything, short, medium, quick, and then it gets off. So I like everything about it. I like his balance of the line. Everything is actually pretty solid. So what I noticed when getting into this here was that with his first two steps, that's good. I like the cadence. Like I said, I like the cadence of everything. One thing I did notice here was right after the second step, notice that his push away, I mean, he's bigger frame. So his push away almost looks like it goes left, or if it's out in front of him, what he's trying to do here to compensate with this swing direction is his ball is getting away from his body. So if we draw a line here, his push away went from there and it's now here. So it's starting to get a little bit too far away from his body. And then this third step just dives out to the right. So all that's doing is just creating more space in between there. And then what's going to have to happen here whenever whenever this ball comes back down is it has to meet at some point, at the apex. So that's going to be right at your slide. So the only thing that this can do in order for your ball to meet towards your ankle here is your body has to compensate for that. So one thing that I would suggest here, let's go back. Okay. One thing that I would suggest is when we are pushing away here, notice how that ball kind of starts off to the left. We want that to go directly in front of us. So when we're setting up, not being able to see the front part is a little difficult, but with that ball, if it's positioned, let's say it's in front of your, in front of your body instead of, a little bit more this way, this is where our swing direction, what we're going to want to see. So your ball should be more so in front of your right shoulder instead of, let's say, your right pectoral. So when that push away, we want that push away to go dead straight instead of that veering off to the left. You see this shoulder almost closes to go forward, and then that ball's going to push this way, and then it's going to swing back out this way. And it follows that line. So all that's doing is you're creating more space between this point and this point, and that is not what we want to see there. So to be able to combat that is just make sure you straighten out that push away. You straighten out this push away here, and then that's going to help you. That's just going to help you make sure that we get your swing plane in the right direction. And then as far as your slide goes, that's going to be something that you could work on, just simple 1 and 2 step drills, making sure that your slide goes directly in front of you instead of crossing over. Whenever you're working on fundamentals, always work from the foul line back. That's, everything comes right at your foul line. So you do a 1-step drill there, you get your body in position, you make sure that you're going through your motions, make sure your push away is the right way, make sure your swing is straight back, and then everything collapses at once. So, but outside of that, timing is good. I like everything about it. That's just the slightest thing right there was just making sure that your push away goes the right way, and that's going to keep you from having to take such a gigantic step left with this third step right here. And then once you work on those one-step drills at the foul line, then make sure that you're sliding straight, you're sliding in front of you, your body position is towards your target, and that should help you out big time.